Today we're looking at a question from R. Thekla. He asked, how do you pronounce R? R. How do you do it? We're going to break that down today, guys. We're going to look at how to say it, when to say it, all that kind of stuff. Let's do this. Okay, first of all, let's get the sound. It's a voiced sound, so you're gonna feel a vibration in your throat. Now, the key thing here is your tongue. Your tongue is so important. It's hovering in the middle of your mouth, okay, so it's not touching anything, and you draw it back to create the sound. R, okay, r. It's not touching anything. My tongue is there, and it kind of comes back and down to create that sound. Really, really, and I'm feeling a vibration just here. Really. Imagine a motorbike, right? You're revving the engine. That's the sound that you should be making, okay? Now we have it in 4 places. We have it with a single R, for example, right, rate, really, etc. Right, rate, really. We have it with a double R, so carrot or parrot, same sound there. We also have it with a WR, so wrong, wrong or right. The same sound, wrong, right, written, etc. And finally we have it with RH, so for example, rhyme and rhythm. So as we said, lips slightly open, tongue in the middle of your mouth and pulling back and down, and there should be a vibration in your throat. Now, what's important to know? Well, it's important to also know when not to say the R sound. In received pronunciation, in Cockney accent, in many British English accents, we don't say it when it's at the end of a word. So car, for example, or far, it's not car or far. Only in a West Country accent would you use that in a British accent. In American English, we have the rhotic R, so yeah, you would pronounce it, but in British English, it's non-rhotic, so we don't say that R. Also, if the R is followed by a silent E, for example, fire, then we're not pronouncing the R, or there. There, we're not pronouncing that R because you have an E right after it. And then if the R is followed by a consonant, we also don't say that R. So think about work, it's not work. Well, it is in West Country accent, but only in that one. In most other British accents, it's work. Or girl, it's not girl, it's girl. So 3 examples there of when we don't use the R. When it's at the end of a word, when there's a silent E straight after it, and when there's a consonant after it as well. Now, when we have an R at the end of a word and a vowel at the beginning of the next word, the R moves over to the beginning of that second word. So, for example, 4 apples, 4 apples. I can say it like that, but when we use it in spoken English, it's 4 apples, 4 apples. So it's almost like 4 rapples, 4 rapples. Another example, there is. There is. So there is becomes there is. There is. The R flips over to the beginning of the second word. So there is. Air ambulance. Air ambulance becomes air ambulance. Air ambulance. Air ambulance. So do you see how the R links these 2 words? Let's try one more example. Never again. How's that going to sound? Never again. Never again. Do you hear it? Never again. Okay, so that's the linking R. Let's look at the intruding R. Now, when we have 2 vowel sounds, one at the end of a word and one at the beginning of a word, we have a linking R sound as well. So let's say America or Britain. America or Britain. It's not America or Britain. It's America or Britain. America or Britain. This helps the speaker to smooth the transition between the words. That's why the R intrudes into the sounds here, because it makes it smoother and easier to say. America or Britain. Okay, what about saw it? Saw or it. Saw it. I saw it. Have you seen the film? Yeah, I saw it. So you hear the way that the R intrudes there to blend those sounds together. Really useful technique there, guys. If you're interested in learning more about that, then I've done videos on YouTube all about intrusion and linking sounds. Please go check those out. I want to be a doctor in America or Britain. Is there a fire station near here? Yes, there is. I wrote a poem about parrots and carrots that doesn't rhyme. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this, then share it with anyone you know that it loves learning English. This is Tom, the Chief Dreamer, saying goodbye.